In this post / pre-market session of the 1st of July 2021, we have it that Wunong Net Technology is extending. You can see it closed at 6.60 for the 30th of June, and currently now in this pre-market session, call it that, it is up to 8.30. So we'll go ahead and have a look at the pre-market session, what's going on live. So Wunong Net is a holding company. It mainly conducts online and mobile commerce business through its retail store on its website. The company is committed to providing customers with non-genetically modified food products through its portfolio suppliers. Through its subsidiaries, the company operates three segments: clean food platform segment, restaurant segment, and other segments. Its food products are categorized into green food, organic food, intangible cultural heritage food products, agricultural products bearing geographical indications, and pollution-free products. The company mainly conducts its businesses within the China market. So we can see what's going on here. This stock has, look at that, see what's going on here. It has just extended, probably when it was started to trade from the 15th of June, so 15th of February 2020. So by the 17th, it had reached $122.5, and from then on, it has just continued to retrace. Reached as at the 10th of June, 10th of February, it reached 14.886 and extended again above $30. At some point, it extended slightly, but it has been on a downward trend. The trend has been a bearish one, seriously bearish, and you can't rule out you can't rule out short sellers in this. They are definitely involved in this. They can't. This stock can be this bearish, and they are not concerned. I'm not saying that it is solely because of them, but they wouldn't see this sort of stock retracing. It's just like yourself. If you're looking at a stock that is getting bullish, the signals are bullish, there's a good chance you'll get involved. So that is also the case. I'm not trying to whip up any conspiracy theory concerning Wunong. So we can see the stock for sure has not been trading for a long time, and also notice something we have been observing of late. 25 million shares is the number of shares outstanding. So even though we have seen, especially for marine software, its float was about half of this, but notice something, relatively small float, tech company, or something like that, e-commerce, software, soft related businesses. This is what we're seeing of late, and moving on, let's quickly see if we can see what's going on live. So it's currently up 25.9%. At some point it was up about 30%. So this is the live what's going on. At some point it was at 6.7524, so it closed at 6.60. So let's continue to extend, but we don't exactly have any news as such concerning what's behind this extension. You can see it's currently trading above all of its short and intermediate trend lines. You can see that this is the 200-day, this is the 50-day, this is the 20-day, this is the 10-day. So it has retraced now, not very far away from the 10-day moving average, but clearly in the MACD will definitely be reflecting this divergence between the 10-day and the 10-day stock itself and the 10-day moving average. As such, the MACD is above the signal line. Momentum is also retracing. It has retraced and getting down at 52.38. So this is based on the 1-minute model, which is probably the closest you can get it. So we're seeing volumes of 1,243. Well, sometimes it's speculated that when you see this sort of figures in the volumes, in the volume lots, that it may or may not be a signal that short sellers are involved. It doesn't absolutely mean that, but you can't rule them out. So let's even come back and see what's going on the naked short report. We can see as at the 25th of June we had this. There was a huge volume on that session, and for that session, I believe what happened. That's 25th. We had exactly. You can see that outstanding volume there, 1.293 million, 54.83% were sold short. So what is also important? What's also interesting here is that from the 9th of June, the short volume for Wunong has never really been below 40. It has either been between, how would I say, maybe let's call it, I think the least was 45%, 45.77%, and yeah, it has always been at least close to 45%. So during the last session, for that is the June 29th, that's what they have here. They don't have the record for the 30th yet. When the market opens, that one will appear, but it's not there yet. So we had this volume of, it had the volume was already collapsing, but still had a short interest of short volume of 47.07%. So let's see again what the volume was saying there. Yes, it was 181,000. It was below average. So let's see again, 181,000 was below average. Okay, so yeah, so that's, yes, there's a good chance a lot of these short volumes may not have been covered. And currently, it's extending. We know that. We just pointed out that out. It's okay. Extended again now, added about 3% again at $8.45. So this chart is not clearly reflecting that extension. It's not reflecting that. So let's have a look at the 5-minute model, see what's going on there. Okay, it's also not doing the same. It's still at 7.58. At some point it will probably reflect that. So let's that's the 5-minute. Let's reflect. Let's see the 10 minutes. 10 minutes is also reflecting, but it's not reflecting the 8.45. So we're not going to continue to see if we can find it, but let's just keep looking at what's going on elsewhere. So this is the daily model. That's the model you're looking at here. That's the one here. That's the same as this. So that's what's going on. The stock has taken a battering. So, but we don't exactly know whether there was a dilution or anything that caused this stock to retrace. And we've also continued to understand that short sellers can also force companies into dilutions. They can, by the time they batter a stock and sell it short, this is just the ugly side of short selling. They batter the stock into batter it down, crush the stock, the price down, then sometimes it is believed that they come and begin to urge some of these companies to raise funds and all that stuff to finance their business and all that stuff. And if some of these companies eventually do so, then the stock will eventually get diluted, and when it's diluted, the short sellers themselves begin to profit. So this is the ugly side of it. Some of them it's becoming something else. Before, probably much more decent. They will just sell it and then expect that it will continue to retrace for them to buy back. But of late, when they do that, they probably come back to you, the company, to see if you can raise funds. Because you're probably panicking, and sometimes you're a small company, and you need funds. And when they succeed, they themselves, I'm not saying that will be the case. It may not be the same short sellers that may come to you. It may be that you may be forced to go and raise funds, and when you raise funds, there's a good chance you may be forced to convert that debt into equity, and there will be a chance that your stock will even retrace further. And when that happens, the short sellers will have been money. So, and they will just close their positions, and so we are seeing now on the daily model that 8.33 is reflecting there. We can see that that's what we are looking at on the screen there. You can see that it's saying 8.33. So there's a good chance we are seeing the stock is being squeezed. There's a good chance it's being squeezed. The chart itself would probably warrant some sympathy, but of course, obviously, it's not that enough. But indeed, it could just be that, it could just be that technically, it looks like the evidence of what short sellers have done is written all over the stock, and today is probably the day when some of those short sellers may be squeezed out. So I don't exactly know whether that is the case or not. I'm just pointing out what we're looking at right now. There's also no news as such concerning WNW. In the coming sessions, in the coming hours, there might be some news. If it turns out that they have come up with positive news, that will also be good, and that will also be good, as we had in the case of some other stocks of late. So this is what's going on for WNW. WNW is up 26.336%. Let's return to the 1 minute model and see what's going on there. So we are back on the 1 minute model. We're still not seeing that 8.34%, that's $8.34 reflected on the chart. So, but it's not anything to worry about. So, because it's just that if it did, the chart wouldn't be looking like this. The stock wouldn't have this retracement. It would be up somewhere, I believe. So it will be looking up, I suppose. So WNW net up 26.36% in this pre-market / post-market of the 1st of July 2021. So that the pre-market session itself will open in about 52 minutes or thereabout. So WNW is currently trading at 8.34, closed at 6.60. Yes, that's what's going on right now. It is live. That's what's going on for WNW, and technically it's saying that it's a strongly bearish. Yes. But this is just the overall picture. This is the overall picture of the stock. So let's see. The unbalanced volume indicator is bearish. The slope of the indicator is negative, so suggests that there's a lack of buying interest. But of late now, we are seeing something different. This is the lack of buying interest, as it concerns right now, the interest is growing. The interest in WNW net is definitely growing. So we'll see how things pan out, and we'll try our best to continue to update you. So thank you very much for watching this video.